Hi guys, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Michelle.
Thanks for joining us here on Kingdom Keys 5571. All right, so today we are going to be answering the question, which Walt Disney World hotel should I stay at? Yeah, this is a question I think we all struggle with. Even we struggle with it, even though we've stayed at the parks as many times as we have. The first thing I would say that you should consider is basically stay wherever you want to stay. Whatever tickles your fancy, whatever... wherever you want to stay, wherever is going to make you most happy, stay there. All the hotels, all the resorts are really great. They're all really clean. So stay wherever you prefer. Otherwise, I would say the first decision you have to make is how much money do you want to spend on a resort? The resorts are classified by price. The least expensive way to stay on Disney property is if you stay at the campground at Fort Wilderness. Those rooms start at $48 a night. From there you have the value resorts and you work your way up all the way to the deluxe villas, which start at $313 a night currently.
I have a question.
Yes.
At Camp Wilderness, don't they have actual campsites there too?
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, because you said rooms.
Oh, did I?
You did.
It's the campground.
Yeah.
The campground campsites
and it gets so hot there.
Are $48 a night. Yeah,
but if you're used to that kind of heat, the kids would love it.
Yeah, we couldn't do that.
No, I couldn't. No,
it's just way too hot. I can't be in that kind of heat without air conditioning. So that's the first thing you really want to consider is the cost, and go from there. They have a number of different levels, you know, pricing wise, that you can look at and choose from there. Aside from that, if you narrow it down to maybe a couple hotels or a couple resorts within a certain price range, that's when you kind of start having to look at the specifics of that resort. What was your friend that asked us between a couple of hotels?
Yeah. I
think he was asking us which one we would recommend between Port Orleans and Coronado Springs, I think it was. And, you know, we've never stayed at either of those. I've, you know, stayed in a moderate resort before, so I know kind of, you know, the level of what you're getting, but I haven't stayed in either of those resorts specifically. So my thought was, well, they're both, you know, obviously within the price range he wants to spend. So start looking at, first of all, you want to look at theming and which one do you like better? You know, which one would you prefer to stay in?
I don't know if that's where you always want to look first.
See, for me it is.
For you, but you don't have little kids. I mean, it might be the location of the park.
Well, that's the other thing that I was just going to say after. Yes. So for me, my number one thought is, where would I prefer to stay, or does it really matter because I know they're all nice resorts? If ultimately it doesn't matter to me, then I'm going to look at the location.
Right.
And that's what we did. We looked at where Port Orleans was located. We looked at where Coronado Springs was located. And that's pretty much what we told him is, look at what's around there, decide what you're going to be doing most, choose whatever hotel is more central to what you're going to be doing. And that is the best thing to do. It's actually, you can go to the Walt Disney World website. It pulled up the whole, it's a map of the whole property, and it shows you little map location markers, and you can kind of see, and you can actually choose to narrow it down by like moderate resorts, which is what he was looking at. So you could go to the drop down, choose moderate resorts, and it would only show you the moderate resorts.
Yeah.
So I think for me,
that was a good map.
Yeah, it is a good map.
It's very helpful.
Yeah, so for me, that's how I kind of decide. You know, I think we look at price first. We determine how much we want to spend and what our range is and what we really want to accomplish. That's pretty much our deal. That's how we decide. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know in the comments below. Yeah. Do you have any other?
I think you covered it.
That's pretty much how we do it every time, and it works really well for us. This last time we stayed at 2 resorts that we've not stayed at before. We stayed at Pop Century for a few days, and we stayed at Art of Animation. And Art of Animation, if you compare Art of Animation to the All-Star resorts, there is a bit of a price jump per night. I don't remember what the difference is per night, but I always kind of felt like I would rather just stay at the cheaper one because we're hardly in our rooms anyway. But after staying at Art of Animation, I gotta be honest, that's gonna be the first one I look at every time.
I liked the other one.
You liked Pop Century?
I did.
Maybe we'll do halvesies.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you can think of?
No.
No? All right. Well, I think that's it for this episode. You guys have a magical Monday, and we will see you real soon.
Bye.